So here's an Appledusk AU idea that I have, and I might turn into a map if you guys are up for it. So let's start. So in the original story, Mapleshade ends up killing Ravenwing, Frecklewish, and Appledusk at the end. But instead, Mapleshade, as soon as she gets exiled, her first target is Appledusk because she's more mad at him the most. So when she goes to try and kill Appledusk, uh, in the original story, he dies. So here's how the AU works. Appledusk ends up surviving, and he's killed Mapleshade, but he's really weak because she gave him like a lot of like scars, wounds. So Reedshine and Perchpaw, they both take him to the River Clan where he is healed by the medicine cat. So while he recovers, no, my bad, after he recovers, he ends up having a litter with Reedshine, being there for his kids, and everything's good. Life is good. Um, one night when he's out for like a late, one night when he's like walking, he looks in the river because like he starts thinking of Mapleshade and like, kind of a bit ashamed of himself for what he did, like cheating on her. But then he realizes that she was just nothing, right? As soon as he turns around, Mapleshade is there as a ghost, and she looks at him with a smirk, and she replies, no, my bad. She looks at him and she, without even saying a word, she leaps at him, and as soon as she's on the ground, she possesses him. So now she is controlling Appledusk. So Appledusk returns back to camp. I'm gonna call it Appledusk, even though Mapleshade's controlling him. So Appledusk returns back to camp, and Reedshine, she sees him, and she's concerned, wondering why he went out so late. Instead of like being a lovable mate like he usually is, he turns her away and saying it was none of her business. The next day, um, Appledusk ends up going on a murder spree. He ends up killing Ravenwing and Frecklewish the same way Mapleshade did. Um, and then he returns back to camp. At first, Mapleshade thought that was enough, but she changed her mind because she wanted Appledusk to feel pain too, in a different way. So what she does is, Appledusk ends up killing Reedshine by suffocating her in the river when they're alone. He drowns her basically, and he ends up going back to camp, and now that the only things that exist are his children. And so he kills his kids. He kills, I forgot the kids' names, but he kills his kids. But sorry for the background, he accidentally leaves one kid alive on accident, Willow Kit. So Willow Kit, she's amazed that she survived, but a good thing that she caught a glimpse of her father before he left. So the next day in the morning, oh my god, I'm so sorry for the background noises. They're so annoying. So so Willow Kid ends up telling Darkstar like, I saw him, my father, he killed everyone, Darkstar realizes this and she's angered, like she's pissed off, I guess. And she's as soon as she calls a meeting, Appledusk, he's still being possessed as Mapleshade, but um as soon as like he's maybe Appledusk is called to the meeting, Mapleshade immediately stops possessing him, so now Appledusk is able to control his life. So Appledusk looks around startled and confused, and he even notices that he has a bunch of scars on his body. He's confused on where he got them, and like he's like so confused and horrified. When he goes to the clan meeting, he doesn't know that it's about him. Darkstar looks down at him and she tells him that you are now exiled and you don't deserve to be here anymore. Appledusk is confused and he starts shouting and, wondering what happened, and he's looking around for Reedshine to defend him, but Reedshine is nowhere to be found. Oh, I wonder why, because she's dead. Anyways, he's confused and he looks around for Reedshine and he yells at the clan telling where is she, and the clan says she's dead because he killed her, and he's confused, like horrified as heck, and he looks around for his kids and he's like, where's my children? They'll back me up too. And they tell him that he killed his own children too, except for Willowkit. Willowkit ends up saying that it was him, she saw him do it, and she doesn't want him to be there anymore, and she's scared of him. So the clan ends up exiling Appledusk, and Appledusk at first, he wanted to fight back, but he was so confused and horrified, he just ran off in like pure fear. When he was running, he limped a bit because he's covered in wounds and stuff that he didn't know where he got, but Mapleshade. He goes to a cliff and he looks at the river and he's confused. He starts screaming and like he's basically agitated, confused, horrified, anything that revolves in pain. And he looks behind him and he sees Mapleshade in a ghost form again, and he backs up. Take notice that he's on a cliff, and he backs up just a bit before looking up, and Mapleshade then tells him, "Now your life is corrupted just like mine." And she quickly pushes him into the. Well, she actually no, my bad. She tells him that she goes, "Well, now your life is now corrupted like mine." And Appledusk, like so, like frozen in fear, he backs up and not knowing that he's on a cliff, forgetting the point that he's on a cliff. He backs up, and then the cliff breaks, and he falls into the river and drowns to his death. Just and like while he's drowning, he gets hallucinations of his own children drowning, like now understanding what pain they went through, and he dies, and he goes to the dark forest because like yeah, he deserves it. Yeah,